Move over, buckets. There's a new Boney in town. I scream, you scream, we all scream for garbage. Merger talk. Sony won't take no for an answer. And Scrubs is back to make you laugh, then sad at the end. All of that and so much more here on News Dump.
Move over, buckets. There's a new Boney in town. I scream, you scream, we all scream for Garbaggio. Peanut butter merger talk, peanut butter merger talk. Sony won't take no for an answer, and Scrubs is back to make you laugh and then make you sad. All that and more this week on News Dump.
Head to the comment section below. Tell us who won the headline war. And I have picked up on this the last couple episodes. Whoever gets to go second has a chance to add a little zazz to what the first person did. A bit of a home field advantage, if you will.
Goo, you know me, and I know you. We're friends. We know each other. We've met in real life.
I
work best with directions and a lead.
Yeah.
You work best with someone sort of honing your ideas. So allowing me to go second gets my juices flowing a little better, you know?
Because I did, and I still do think that I won that, little battle right there. But I do think that where you might have the edge is the peanut butter merger that I did not see coming.
As you were saying it, I said, no,
I didn't see it coming.
Peanut butter merger time.
That might be what puts you over the edge. We'll see.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Comment down below. Mac, let's start this podcast by saying, sorry for last week. Sorry, audience.
Yeah, we were just so we were up to our cocks and fucking Pokemon, we had no time. No,
that wasn't the issue until this weekend. But yes, on Friday we didn't get a new episode out to you, but we did get to something that I kind of want to do in the future, just from some comments that I've gotten back on social media, that maybe sometimes people don't always get to max sack, or they don't get to an open because they don't necessarily love the topic at hand. And I almost do want to repackage some of your sacks at the end of the month. They have to be good. We have to deem them good first.
Sure.
And then just kind of give it to the audience just in case they haven't had a chance of hearing it, because I think sometimes our best stuff is in your sack.
Hey, that's not a bad gig. That's not a bad idea. Is that what you did this week?
Yeah, I took...
Oh, wow.
5 old sacks from September and October. I put them together, and granted, it's a little bit long. It's like an hour 20, whatever it is. But, once we hit the 50-minute mark, the commercials are all the same. Not a big deal. But let me hear this from you people out there, because I appreciate your input. Do you want them individually given to you as 15-minute sacks, like 10, 15-minute sacks? Or do you like them all put together as one giant sack?
That's how I refer to the women I've laid with in the past. My old sacks.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So tell us, small sack, big sack. What do you want for sacks? News Dump. Mac, you see this? You hear about this? I was suggested this on social media. The Red Wings have introduced a chicken tender Zamboni bucket that will be at their games, kind of saying, hey, popcorn buckets, you're old news. This one's got tendies in it.
The only question I have here is, number one, is it refillable?
Oh, that's a good question.
Number two, can I refill it with other items? Can I go back up and then get popcorn after I get the tendies?
Okay, so if given the option, I would probably eat 100 tendies. Like, if given that.
Oh, yeah.
And I could. I'm not talking
I mean, do you think, let's talk this out a little bit. Do you think that chicken tenders are the number one lowest common denominator food? Like the food you would order to a table most and the most people would enjoy and have and take part in. Is that a fair assessment?
Tenders appeal to so many different ages.
Children, adults, olds.
Once given all the sauces in there's so many different ways to eat them.
Customization.
I would say pizza. Maybe over tendies?
I think more people like tendies than pizza. That's the stance I'm going to take right here.
It's a possibility, but I'm just saying I think you'd go pizza then tendies.
Because people get particular with their za. Like, I just never eat cheese
Well,
pizza,
plus two, pizza's cheaper for you to then get a ton of it. I guess if money isn't an issue...
The cost is about the same, I think, tendies versus pizza.
Maybe now. Back in the old days, You can get a $5.99 Little Caesar or something. I don't know. Is Little Caesar on the table right now?
Have you had Little Caesars?
I don't think I've ever had Little Caesar. Pizza.
Not good.
I'd imagine it wasn't good.
You know, it's the worst pizza I've ever had, other than my dining hall pizza at the University of Assumption University.
Shout out.
I don't know if it still exists. Cece's. You ever go to Cece's? It was like a $5 pizza, all you can eat sort of experience.
I heard Cece's referenced in an episode of Mad TV by one of their characters.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Cece's, have some pizza.
Yeah, I've had it, and that is the worst pizza experience I've ever had.
So you have that, and we do know this is just being introduced at the Cardinals games. This is in St. Louis to, baseball. And I feel like this was done by the Marlins recently. They're introducing a ticket package starting at $29 that includes bottomless soda, hot dogs, chicken tenders, bratwurst, nachos, fries, popcorn, peanuts, chips, and ice cream. My question there would be, can you get as much as you want when you go up there, or is it like you get 4 tenders at a time and you have to keep going?
That's a reasonable question, but I love the idea of, like, say you're a parent, you can take your 2 kids to the game for under $100 total.
Yeah.
That's dynamite.
That's what it should be.
100%.
No,
100%.
we should do $15 for one 12-ounce
And I understand fucking these flyover states like St. Louis, Missouri. Like, I understand the economy's not the same there, so you can get into a ticket for cheaper. Back in 2013, I flew and bought a World Series ticket to Red Sox Cardinals for cheaper than it would have cost me to go to the game at Fenway.
Brag.
But I still think there should be, like, this would be a great rule by the commissioner, and I don't think the owners would accept it, but every stadium should have this little area where, like, if you're bringing kids to the game, inherently your ticket's cheaper. Like, the children's ticket should be cheap. The refreshments in that area should be cheap so that children can actually experience these sporting events.
And you're still making money off the booze. That's where a lot of the money is.
Sure.
And maybe the commissioner just says, okay, you need to have a station where it's free hot dogs and soda or something like that. Like, you don't need to have everything in here.
Like if Costco can have a $1.50 fucking hot dog.
Yeah.
Baseball stadiums can give children hot dogs for $1.
Yeah, having no idea what the actual rules are, there's no way that I could walk up to them and be like, all right, give me a hot dog, a bratwurst, chicken tenders, this, that. It's probably you get one thing at a time.
I mean, sure, or a couple, but also there's a limit to what you can carry as well. So
I can carry everything. I just put it all in my mouth and then go back.
Nice.
News do. I'm sorry, Mac. I'm sorry to hear about your father-in-law. Lizzie McGuire's dad passed away.
Thank you. That's actually why we didn't put out an episode.
Mac was too sad about the death of Robert Carradine.
I know Robert Carradine from 2 things. 1, as Lizzie McGuire's dad. 2, Revenge of the Nerds.
Yes.
I'm sure I've seen him in other things. I don't recall him in anything else. In Lizzie McGuire, he was perfect as this, like, middle-class, kind of oafy, sort of aloof parent. He crushed it. He's great in Revenge of the Nerds. He seemed like he was one of those actors where he oddly knew a lot, had worked with a lot of other actors. So pretty well known, at least among actors and actresses.
I know that I've said in the past that one of my goals in life would be to act in a movie as the white guy in a predominantly black movie and be the butt of all the jokes.
Sure.
But also, I think I'd be great as a Disney/Nickelodeon channel father, as someone who is there once again to be the joke.
Yeah. No, I think that's a great career, being one of those characters.
News dump. Over at the box office this past weekend, some way, somehow, Stu has returned to bring a lot of money over to the Scream franchise. Scream 7, $64.1 million in its opening weekend, almost $100 million worldwide. And compare that to the last couple Screams, where Scream 6, $44.5 in its opening weekend, Scream 5, $33.8 in its opening weekend. That was a 4-day to celebrate Martin Luther King, as we all do with Scream 5. Scream 4, only 18.5. Scream 4, good movie, by the way. I like Scream 4.
Yeah, agreed.
Scream 3, 34.7. Scream 2, 32.9. And then Scream 1 from 96 only started at 6.3, but then a little bit of an avalanche, if you will. 9, 10, 7, 4, 7, 3.
This is a seminal moment in human history. Where were you when JFK was shot? Where were you when the Challenger exploded? Where were you when the planes hit the two towers?
Oh,
Where were
Jesus.
you when Scream 7 somehow, some way made $64 million on the opening weekend
Have you
in
seen
the
Scream
United
7
States
yet?
of America? And Goo,
Yes.
it has blown away all the other 6 Screams as you just read. And by all accounts, it is by far the worst movie in the Scream universe. How did this happen? How did we get here, Goo? This is confusing. Very confusing. Goo, your hand's raised.
As someone who has seen Scream 7, as someone who was a part of the Scream team, if you will, I'll be on #Dork later to talk about Scream 7 after missing the Scream episode last week, where I would much rather talk about the franchise than Scream 7. I had to shovel out my giant walkway when the snow had turned to ice. Max, Scream 7 is fucking terrible. It is horrible. I was insulted when my brother told me, well, the first 2 acts weren't that bad. No, they were. Don't insult the rest of the franchise. Don't insult Scream 1 by saying this was good.
Did you go with Brendan?
No, I went on my own.
Okay.
We're going to go with them. We're going to do fucking Brothers Day Out. Yeah, Scream 7 is...
So I then ask you, Goo, with no good reviews leading up to it,
Yeah.
no real reason for someone to go see this movie
Yeah.
based on everything that took place in between Scream 6 and Scream 7, off, not in that universe in real life. How then did they get people to go to the theater? How the fuck did this happen, Goo?
As I want to give whoever... I watched a review earlier, and it made me laugh. Maybe it's Shaving Foam on YouTube. That's who it was. It's a British guy who, in the first minute, used several curse words, one of them the C word, and then referred to the movie as a bukkake nostalgia. And I'm like, you know what? This British guy gets it.
God. I'm not like... I'm just annoyed in the sense that I was screaming.
I scream.
See what I did there?
Oh, I went to ice cream
see...
for some reason. We're talking about Scream. My bad.
Yeah. For people to go see 28 Years Later last year, and then again a month ago to go see 28 Years Later the Bone Temple, and no one really showed up for those movies. And fucking 64 million in the first weekend for Scream 7. That's mind blowing. People are so fucking stupid. Every once in a while, Goo, and this is what this is serving as for me. You just need a reminder about how fucking dumb people are. This weekend was the perfect example of that.
When they revealed the killers, I was sitting there. I said to myself, that can't be it. That can't be what we're doing, right?
Was that bad?
Yeah.
Wow.
And granted, I don't like Scream 6.
Scream 6 was okay.
This is a major step down. And really, we should end the franchise. This is the first time where I said to myself, I think it's time. It's not the end because it made so much money. Nev Campbell's coming back. Joel McHale is coming back. Stu is coming back. More AI is coming back. Oh, we can finally get Randy Meeks. He's going to be AI.
Here on the Mac and Goo program, we rate everything on a 40 hot dog rating system. On a scale of 0 to 40, what would you give Scream 7?
It's like a 12. This thing sucks. This is bad.
7.
This is bad.
Wow. So
I've seen 4 movies so far this year. It's at the bottom.
Is this worse than anything you saw last year?
Is this the bottom of what I saw last year?
Yeah.
Anaconda was still something that I looked forward to more, and I think anticipation brings that one lower.
Was that
than
Ice
this.
Cube movie last year too?
What's up?
Was that Ice Cube movie last year too?
Oh, do I not have War of the Worlds on my... Jeez, we didn't even talk about that when we did our review of the year Mac and Goovy Awards. That's its own special thing.
It didn't even get on your list.
It didn't even register to me as a movie. Yeah. That's how bad it was.
So that was better than... Scream 7 is better than War of the Worlds.
War of the Worlds is not a movie.
Okay. All right.
I have to add that to my list now. You can talk about the rest of the box office real quick.
All right. Coming in at number 2 was the Steph Curry animated movie GOAT, making $12 million this week. Only a 28% drop from last week. This was its 3rd week in the theaters. It was number 1 last week. It's up to $130 million worldwide. It's doing pretty well. At number 3, Wuthering Heights. It made $6.9 million, a 50% drop from last week, which saw it drop out of the top spot down to number 3 this week. It is up to $192 million worldwide, $72 million domestically. Goo, little note about Wuthering Heights. I know your wife liked it way more than you did. You didn't like it at all. I was with a group of females this week that are excited to see this movie. So I think that's what's driving the money behind Wuthering Heights.
Some of the reviews of Wuthering Heights is so insulting. Like, I've been, because my wife has been watching, like, things about the movie on my YouTube account. So now I'm getting reels, like the suggested reels about it. Mm-hmm. And some of the people being like, it's about time that someone made a movie like this for idiots. Fucking let people like what they like. They want something simple, that's fine.
Sure, yeah.
This is like, I want to say, like, New York Magazine said that it's a movie for smooth brains. What does that even mean?
Well, you'd have to understand the anatomy of the brain.
Right, that's my issue. I'm too much of a smooth brain to get it.
Too much of a smooth brain. Coming at number 4, 21 Pilots, More Than We Ever Imagined. I assume that's a documentary or something. 21 Pilots were cool for like 2 years. I'll give them that. Number 5, Epic, Elvis Presley in concert. I have an old white uncle that saw this in the movie theaters and loved it.
I would have been more interested if you said I have an old black uncle who saw this. And I said, all right,
I'll check in with the Step family to see if any of them went to the theater for the Elvis concert.
All right, so coming out this next weekend, Mac. Oh, we have The Bride?
We have The Bride coming in hot to theaters, matching up against Hoppers. Hopefully that'll knock Scream 7 down 8 pegs. And then we also have Peaky Blinders coming out on Netflix. So quite a few new things for folks to cleanse the Scream 7
filth. The cream, cleanse the cream off. I saw Hopper's Rotten Tomatoes right now, 98% after 40 reviews.
From critics.
Yeah, Roddy T's.
Nice.
And all you idiots let me get it for one hot dog.
Yeah, no, that was a good one, Goo. That was a good one for sure.
Because I drafted all the cartoons. Was it my initial goal? No, I had 2 or 3 circled, and then everything just kind of fell into my lap.
You made us sleep in the draft. That's going to be my excuse.
Toy Story 5 was the only one where I said, I have to get this.
I should have got that. I had an extra 16 dogs. I should have got that, yeah.
News dump. Oh, we have another award show, and this one, it was known as the SAG Awards. Now it's the Actors Award or something?
The Actors Awards, yeah. So they rebranded.
They pushed me out.
Year.
They said, we don't want you there anymore.
See ya. They rebranded last year. I do think people were confused as to what SAG meant. This is the last
Screen Actors Guild.
No, I know, and once again, people are dummies.
I'm in the after part though.
This is the last award show leading up to the Academy Awards in a couple weeks.
Well, no, it's the second to last award show leading up to the Academy Awards. The Cinemac and Goovy Awards is the one that leads up to the awards.
Yeah, good point. Strong point there, Goo. This, of course, as it is in the name, is only an acting awards show. So there's nothing for directors. There's nothing for best movie. There's nothing for any technical awards. It's just acting. Sinners won best ensemble cast. So that is a little bit of a movie award, but it's for the acting. Additionally, Goo, Michael B. Jordan took home best actor, which was a little bit surprising, but SAG.
Didn't Chalamet win it last year for the Bob Dylan movie? So it doesn't always lead into. I think he did.
Sure. I mean, Michael B. doesn't have any chance of winning the Academy Award, but I'm sure it improved his odds.
But what I'm saying, though, is it doesn't matter. The cops said it doesn't matter.
Jessie Buckley continued her dominant run. She wins Best Actress. Sean Penn and Amy Madigan won the 2 supporting awards. And I mean, those 2 are going to be really interesting in a couple weeks to see who ultimately wins that, because I have a lot of opinions on the supporting actors and actresses. Catherine O'Hara wins posthumously Best Actress in a TV Comedy for The Studio. Seth Rogen won for Best Actor in a TV Comedy. That's a nice little treat right there for her and her family. I have no idea if she deserves it or not, but we love Catherine O'Hara.
Yeah.
TV Drama wins. Noah Weil and Kerry Russell won for Best Actor.
You love
Actress.
The Pit.
The Pit is great, dude. I halfway through season 1, I was like, I don't know if I love this. And by the end of season 1, I was craving it. I'm a couple episodes into season 2. So if you like anything that could be like The Pit, you're gonna like The Pit.
I usually spit it out.
The Pit in the Studio won for Best Ensemble for TV Comedy and TV Drama, and then Owen Cooper for Adolescence and Michelle Williams for Dying for Sex won in the limited series categories. I just get nothing. There's no juice. There's no juice in the hog.
I'm underwhelmed by these categories.
Yeah, it's just acting. Strictly
but
acting.
like, if you're gonna do this, like, this is where you introduce Plemonade. This is where you introduce. Oh, I know that guy. Like a random character actor shows up in a movie.
It's actors on actors. Actors aren't going to do that to other actors.
So you pick a random guy from a sitcom who pops up in.
It's never going to happen in this award show.
That's how we have to do this. That's how we have to make this interesting. Guys like Fred Willard would dominate in these types of.
Yes, you're correct.
But
so look for our award show in the next couple of weeks.
It's better than this.
That'll lead into the.
I think we'll have it out for the end of the week. We can talk schedules after this.
Okay.
Or we'll just re-release the Max Sack that I put out last Friday again this Friday. News dump. Mac, not to get into the minutia, but it is looking like now Paramount has ownership or will have ownership of Warner Brothers HBO. They gave Netflix some money to, get out of the way. They now own all this stuff, and they're looking to make it one app, but HBO will be its own brand and operate with independence. All right.
How did this happen? Like, I just don't know how this came to be. Yeah, money, right?
Yeah,
okay.
it's money.
I understand that.
My only question is with the app, when they create it as one app, what is the price going to be? Are they going to treat it more as what Disney does with Hulu and ESPN, where you have separate apps and you have bundles and everything else? Are they going to fix? Because Paramount has a fucking terrible app.
Paramount Plus is by far the worst app.
I'm saying like
it's
operational.
so buggy.
Yeah,
yes,
it's so buggy.
Operational. It functions
Which
very
is why
poorly.
I was excited when so I don't want them to go to Netflix, but I was excited because Netflix operations-wise has a very good app.
Whatever's going on with Paramount software and backend is terrible.
But to be fair, though,
HBO's
isn't that much better, though.
HBO's is okay. You're right. Just hire people from Netflix to do it.
Make all the apps work like a VCR that you can easily fast forward and rewind what you're watching to figure out where you were.
Paramount is impossible.
If you fall asleep or have to turn something off and then someone watches it and you lose your place, it takes you longer to find where you were in a movie or show than if you just watch it again.
Like, how are you as Paramount Plus come into the game like 87th? You're the 87th streaming app and do it worse than the 86 predecessors. How do you possibly have the worst possible technology and software for an app when people have already done it? Just copy them.
But when it comes to finding your place, Disney sucks at it. HBO sucks at it. They all suck at trying to find your place.
Fair enough. Point stands for all of them. Netflix had been doing it for years.
It's
just
so
copy
simple.
them.
No.
Copy them.
They should have on there, you have a DVD option where you can skip from scene to scene or a VCR option. We just figured this out. Which one would you choose?
I don't want either of those options.
You don't want to skip scene to scene?
I just want them to function as Netflix.
I think Netflix has some kind of a trademark on how they do it, and that's why no one else can.
You think it's an intellectual property thing?
I think so. I think so. News dump. Guess what, Mac?
Guess what?
You want more Madam Web? You want more Craven? You want more Venom? Sony's telling you that last bunch of movies doesn't matter.
They don't matter.
Now we're going to get remakes and reboots of what we just saw. This time, is Spider-Man going to show up? Probably not.
Someone at Sony has to talk some sense into someone else at Sony. They tried. They had the run-up of Tom Holland's Spider-Man juicing their bullshit universe, and they still fucked it up. The first Venom did pretty well. They still fucked it up. You cannot trust Sony. You can't trust Sony.
I love, my favorite thing is when Craven failed. The guy that was in charge was like, it's because the fucking press gave it bad reviews. What did you want us to do?
It's because the people that saw the movie
I just said
hated the movie.
I didn't even review it until after other people had seen it. It was bad.
It was pretty
Make
bad.
a better movie. Make a better franchise.
Pretty bad.
But I wouldn't mind if they remake Madam Web script for script the exact same thing.
Like, they were hanging their hats on Madam Web and Kraven the Hunter, saving their Sonyverse, and they were so far in the opposite direction, you have to start to think at some point this is on purpose. For you to be making movies this bad, there has to be some purposeful decision-making somewhere in Sony that is lampooning this. Because there's no fucking way you can continue to make movies of that quality that bad. It makes no sense.
If they want this to succeed at all, Spider-Man has to be in it.
You could argue that. Yeah, I think that's one of the primary issues of the Sonyverse.
I'm not saying it has to be.
I bet you could clearly, like, for example, Goo, Clayface is coming out later this year. We're expecting it to be pretty good. Batman should be in that. He's probably not going to be. But you can build this sort of pocket universe with these one-offs, and ultimately maybe they all come together.
As long as Clayface...
But Sony's not capable of doing that.
As long as Clayface goes up to a young Bruce Wayne and puts his fingers in his mouth, then it should be fine. No, so I'm going to ask you, if they are going to put a Spider-Man in this, a real Spider-Man, not what they did with, was the guy's name Ezekiel? And
yeah, the spider guy. He is a real character. Yeah.
Would you want an Andrew Garfield
What's your name?
To pop back up, or just have anyone else play Spider-Man?
Garfield's too old. People love him. I love him. You love him. We all scream for Garfield. But it's just like, how are you going to build the universe around him and his movies that ended 11 years ago?
I don't know, man. News dump. Speaking of Sony, speaking of Spider-Man, Christopher Miller on Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse being delayed multiple times. What did Christopher Miller say?
Christopher Miller said, at one point it was one movie, but there was too much movie there, so he separated it into two. And if anyone saw that last movie, you fully understood that. But then once you looked at the second half of a movie, you're like, well, that's like just not a story arc that has a beginning, middle, and end. So I understand what he's saying here.
Yeah.
I understand what he's saying.
We had to add more to it. We can't just give you what was there.
Right. He continued saying having it to take it apart, to put it back together again was really the real thing that made it take longer. So I understand, in essence, what he's saying here, that in a vacuum, that second movie was not going to function all that well.
Yeah.
However, the previous two movies were so good and led into this that you didn't need to make this third movie stand on its own. It's the finale of a 3-part series. Dude, look at Endgame, for example.
No, but
Endgame
what I'm thinking,
has trouble standing on its own. But with the context of Infinity War and the whole MCU saga, like that movie's amazing. You did not need this movie to stand on its own. And they had done so much legwork, especially in that second movie, pulling at our heartstrings and getting us to love those characters. And now, for the sake of, I guess, beginning, middle, and end storytelling, they teared that movie apart that was planned to be coming out a year later. And in the 3 or 4 or 5 years, who knows at this point in between these movies, we're losing steam for this universe. Sony's falling apart. Like, you lose some of that. And in my mind, that means more than will this movie stand alone? I don't know.
I think it has more to do.
I fully understand what he's saying. And as like a storyteller and an artist, it makes sense. As a theater goer and a viewer of these, I hate it.
I think what he might be saying, too, is that when they went to really pen out what the next movie was, they realized that they only had a third or half of a movie, and they had to fix that. And that's what they took a lot of time doing.
No, I think what he's saying is that second movie ended up being like 4 hours. We get 2.5.
Yeah.
And they only have an hour and a half left for the third movie.
Yes.
It's very easy to add 30 minutes. You know,
I
it
don't
sounds
think
like
it is.
they've
He
gone
doesn't
in and
want to just
added
add 30
an hour.
Fluff.
But even if they just give us the 90-minute conclusion, that would have been epic. It would have been great. It just feels to me like this was classic overthinking. And we love Lord and Miller, and they haven't really burned us before. But this is really setting up for a little bit of a failure here. I'm just I'm disappointed. I'm not upset. I'm disappointed.
We're gonna see it on my 45th birthday, and we're gonna love it. News dump. Mac, IMAX has confirmed that Dune 3 will have an exclusive IMAX run on its opening weekend. And what's interesting about that, because face value, it makes sense. Dune 3, beautiful film, but it's coming up the same weekend as Avengers Doomsday, which will see some IMAX screenings in select international markets. So first off, what this tells us, because there's always been a little bit of a debate. Will one of these movies move their weekend? But as Dune 3 has taken the IMAX theater, it tells us it's not going to be them. And we don't think that Disney's going to back off this weekend.
No, definitely not.
So we are going to get both of these. We're going to get Dunesday. Is that what people are calling it? Is that what RDJ calls it? Dunesday?
Yeah.
We are going to get that. And I do think it's interesting that the makers of Dune 3 were able to get the IMAX theaters.
No, this really makes a lot of sense if you just think about it, because people are going to go see Avengers Doomsday no matter what screen it's on. And the screen in which you see it on is really not going to be a part of the viewing experience of Doomsday. Whereas Dune 3, a big part of that viewing experience, and we talked about this with the first two Dunes, is the cinematography, camera work, and how that story is told through the lens. So IMAX matters for that movie. IMAX is going to be the definitive version of that movie. You can watch Doomsday on your phone and still love that movie. It's not going to be quite the same.
I watched Dune 1 on my phone while on the Peloton.
Yeah, see?
So I can watch it anywhere. That's how Martin Scorsese wanted me to watch it.
Doomsday is going to dominate no matter what theater it's in.
It
Dune
would be funny.
Still is as well, but Dune should be seen in IMAX. It doesn't matter where you see Doomsday.
It would be funny if the people that were in charge of the Avengers Doomsday went to them and they're like, hey, we're trying to hide some special effects. Can you put us on a smaller screen?
Just give us all of the Apple cinemas.
News dope. Back. Scrubs is back. 2 episodes have been released. And tell you what, for a revival, I think it picks up in a perfect place.
I don't want no Scrubs. Scrub is a guy.
They did replace the theme song with TLC. It was an unusual decision, but it makes sense by the end of the episode.
I'll probably watch this in like 8 months.
I enjoyed it.
I got no use
I
for
had
this.
a good time. It was, we've already talked about this in the past.
What's it, 4 episodes?
What's up?
4 episodes?
So 2 so far. Are they making 4 or 8?
Oh, I thought it was like 4 or 6.
No, it's 2 so far. So we've talked about this in the past where it's 20 minutes of buffoonery and then 2 minutes of they're going to try and make you cry. Both episodes had it.
Did they bring the I'm no Superman?
Well, of course.
Still, okay.
But they updated what everyone looks like now.
Right.
I also appreciate,
I'm no Superman.
this is not really spoilery, but Perry is in the first one, Dr. Cox.
I'm no Superman.
And he kept on saying that. It's weird. Every time it's like, what should we do, Perry? I'm no Superman. But in it, you can tell he's a little bit older, doesn't quite have his fastball anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But they found a way to give you just enough Perry, and then he's like, all right, your show now. I'm out of here.
I don't think I've seen him in anything since I last watched an episode of Scrubs.
Ted McGinley? That's his name, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Ted McGinley?
I'm not sure.
McGinkley?
That you're talking about his real life name.
I think so.
Okay, I have no idea.
I don't know either. That might be it. I might be completely wrong.
It sounds like it's not his name.
That might be the right tackle for the fucking 49ers. I don't know.
That's Mike McGlinchey.
Same thing.
He might be a Colt now.
I think he is. I think he's on a different team now. He used to be really good at it.
Yeah.
Run blocker.
Tall fella.
It's a good run blocker. 6'8".
Yeah.
It's weird they replaced Perry with fucking McGinkley, the right tackle. Where now he is Superman. I recommend the revival, by the way. I really enjoyed it.
How can you recommend it? It's not even over yet.
I like the first 2 episodes is what I'm saying.
You're like a classic Roddy Tees reviewer right now. You're fucking.
I'm not giving it a score.
You've seen 1/4 of it, and you're giving it a thumbs up.
I like what I've seen so far.
Fuck you.
Turk is burnt out. He doesn't have his friend anymore.
Aren't we all?
That's what I said. I'm like, fuck, I'm burnt out too.
Is Carla Esparza back?
Yeah.
Is she there?
We're just guessing the names of the actors and having no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Sarah Chalk. Nailed that one.
Sarah Chalk, a Studebaker. Nailed that one. Donald Faison.
Yeah.
Fuck, what's the guy? What is his name? What is JD's real name?
Main guy there.
I know it. I know who the actor is.
Yeah.
I'm so embarrassed right now.
I do too. I couldn't think of his name either.
News dump. You know what else is back? Scary Movie. Scary Movie 6. We got a trailer for this. Did you see this trailer?
I did see this trailer,
I would say outside of the opening joke, everything else seems like it could have some laughs to it. Could. Parodies, you know?
Garden State's own Zach Braff.
Zach Braff.
Scary Movie 6 is going to be fucking terrible. It's going to be very bad.
I think it's going to be in line with similar type of, I think it could be a Scary Movie 2-ish. I think it'll be closer to that than the other three.
Scary Movie 6 trailer, Goo, makes it look like it's parodying Scary Movie. It's parodying the parody.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
This is going to be bad.
I don't know, the internet seems to be celebrating it.
It's going to be very, very bad.
Weapons. Halloween.
We're talking missionary.
Sinners. M3 and 2.0. All of them are going to be in there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to guarantee you this. Opening weekend, $40 million.
Well, now I don't know what to think at all anymore since Scream 7 just made 64.
What did The Naked Gun make in its opening weekend?
I want to say it was like 25 or something
Okay,
like that.
let me adjust myself. $30 million.
Okay. Let me check that.
I think it'll eke out The Naked Gun. Similar concept, parody, people frothing at the mouth for comedy type of stuff, and it's a popular IP that people know of from 20 years ago. What did it make?
Goo, it made $16.8 million opening weekend.
Scary Movie 6, $20 million in its opening weekend.
It made $52 million domestically, $102 worldwide.
I just stamped it.
After
$20 million opening weekend, calling it now.
You moved it down 2 tiers and stamped it.
I didn't do anything. I started it at 20. News dump. I also got a trailer for Mortal Kombat 2. This movie looks like it's gonna rock.
I missed this one.
Oh my God, we got
it's the
more.
first thing I'm gonna watch once we get off here.
More of Cal Urban, and it's exactly what you want from a stupid Mortal Kombat movie. This looks like it's gonna be so fun and so stupid and so smooth brained out for me. I'm so excited to see this.
That's how they should market it. A movie for the smooth brains.
I'm jazzed. I'm jazzed for this. Smiling ear to ear.
And you're going to have so many people be like, what are smooth brains? There you go.
Yeah.
It's you.
It's me.
For you.
I have an iron. I got on there. News dump. Pokemon Day was this past.
You took the wrinkles out of your brain.
I have a steamer up there. Pokemon Day was this past Friday, 30th anniversary of the Pocket Monsters. We got the new starters, new game. Not much else though, because everything else was kind of announced prior to that.
Yeah, we got some card releases, and we got Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green for Switch and Switch 2. I know Goo is fucking elbow deep in the asshole.
My thumbs are killing me. My thumbs. I haven't played like a ton of video games in years. And so I grew up with Blue, Red, Yellow.
Yep.
Probably haven't played those
Gold
games.
and Silver too.
I never got to those ones.
Okay.
Though.
All right.
I haven't played those games in roughly 30 years. And to pick up Fire Red, where it is just it's an improvement on what the older games were, you are sucked right back in. It is so addicting, and it's perfect where you can play, just hit save anywhere and put it down.
Yep.
You can play for 5 minutes if you want. You can play for 7 hours, which is what you can have a 13-minute hour time right now on your game after one weekend.
Yeah.
It's all about fucking building a team. It's all about camaraderie
and
knowing where to fill in the holes. Me and my son, we're doing this as a team right now. He's grasping a little bit of it, but he's still like, we can't evolve Eevee. No, we have to. He's fucking useless.
So I actually just like 3 months ago replayed Fire Red or Leaf Green, I forget which one, on Game Boy Advance because I still own them.
Yeah.
And it is my favorite version of all of these games. And to me, it's like the definitive version because
it's
like
so good.
You said,
it's so
it
fun.
Improves upon the OGs. So if you have a Switch and you liked the original Pokemon games, go out and buy one of these games. It's $20 digital instant download, and it's a blast. It's inherently replayable as the old games were. There are version exclusives. You and I are going to have to make some trades at one point. So
I'm not
make them
trading shit with you.
But I highly recommend it, and I'm so anal about my Pokemon these days, Good, that I've started a notes app on my phone. I haven't even started the game yet. I'm mapping out how I want to play the game and how my roster is going to go, so it's the maximum efficiency. I don't want to waste XP on anyone.
Is that? Let's skip the next couple of topics because we are running late. Let's get to Ryan Coogler, who wants to make a rom-com in the future. Mac, what did Ryan Coogler say?
Ryan Coogler said, I'd like to make a soup to nuts. Rest in peace, Rob Reiner, When Harry Met Sally. Is one of my favorite... Oh, this is... The punctuation is horrible in this quote. When Harry Met Sally is one of my movies that I think about with him. And to me, that's such a solid romantic comedy that feels adult and whole, and it has eternal relevance. I would love to make a rom-com that works like that. He's got a good point. Rom-coms and like fantasy sci-fi absolutely have the two most staying powers when you're talking like types of movies, genres.
Human relationships.
So if you make like an all-time rom-com, people are going to watch it perpetually, like When Harry Met Sally.
Okay, so as I was grabbing this headline and this story earlier, I only half read it, and I thought that he wanted to make a rom-com that was set in the future, like the Jetsons or something.
Sure. He wants to make a rom-com in the Star Wars world, but it has nothing to do with
Because
Star
that's
Wars.
what's funny is that what you said is that like rom-coms are timeless.
Yeah.
But if you're setting it in the future and you get things wrong, pretty much DOA right there.
Yeah, but if you nail it, people are going to like, oh my God, the foresight.
They said the Cubs were going to win in 2017. That's what you have to do whenever you make anything set in the future. Pick a really bad team and say, these guys are going to win the World Series.
Yeah.
What do you mean the Charlotte Hornets are going to win the World Series? You wait and see.
There's something crazy coming up. Just you wait.
News dump. All right, check us out at the end of the week. We're going to try and get our Cinemac and Goovy awards in, or once again, you'll just get another Mac Sack.
Yeah, and listen to hashtag Dork this week. I'm going to be on there talking Traitors, which was a great season of the show. Goo's going to be on there talking Scream 7.
Which sucked.
So, pick your poison, or listen to both. That's possible, too.
I'm reading about Scream right now, Scream 7, and I'm trying to figure out if I missed something.
Why, people are liking it?
No, I'm like, am I too smooth-brained?
No, you weren't smooth-brained enough. That was the issue.
Are you saying that my brain is too
wrinkles.
middling?
You got too many wrinkles in there.
But I'm not a wrinkle brain, though.
Yeah, so you're a half-breed.
Oh, my God. I'm fucking Mama Bear's porridge when it comes to the wrinkles in my brain. News dump.
But wait! There's more!
I haven't worn this shirt since
Since 97?
1997. I got it at Dare.
Wait, you won that at Dare?
I won it at Dare. It's signed by Ronnie Lepet, who wasn't even on the team.
Number one, I don't know who Ronnie Lepet. Number two, that's true. You've owned that shirt since 1997?
I got it, yeah. I answered a question at Dare.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Dare was what, 4th grade or 5th grade?
So it's 5th grade, but I think I was there.
Because 5th grade was Pat's Rams.
I know that. So what happened was I was in the audience for my brother's Dare presentation, and I answered a question. They're like, fuck it, give this kid a shirt.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How about that? Yeah, because that would have been 2 years prior.
I'll tell
right?
you what, I've kept it like in a nice container. It's been great. And I'm not too worried about losing.
I thought this was like a Fanatics reproduction type of show.
No. Okay. And I'm also not too worried about like if the Ronnie Lepet autograph washes off this.
No, I wouldn't worry too much
I'd
about
actually
that.
prefer it, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, you should probably bleach
Once
that
again,
spot.
not on the team at the time.
What position did he play?
It's a cornerback,
Okay.
80s, early 90s,
Okay.
when the team was real good.
Why was he signing shirts of a team that he wasn't on?
So he was, I think, the Patriots player that was just always a part of Dare. So they're like, yeah, just slap your autograph.
All right.
Like, I feel like, and I'm going to have to go through my old closet, I want to say I have a Ronnie Lepet autograph on a Browns hat, too, and I don't think he ever played for the Browns.
There's not too many folks that could talk about going through their old closet as if their old closet still exists and is still intact.
I am very surprised that it has not been moved around, as both of my siblings have gone back to the house and taken rooms that I still have stuff in.
Yeah, and they just left it?
I think they fear going into my old closet.
No, first of all, it's covered in socks, so let's get that out
Well,
of the
no,
way.
but like it isn't even, like I just have baseball cards in there.
And also,
it's
on
just
top
piles
of
of baseball
I
cards.
think science has proven that the best way to preserve your old items is with a cum-covered sock.
Yeah, well, science.
Science.
It's science.
Yeah.